Journal.com. It is Monday the 6th, and the market had a really strong day with a phenomenal close. Good start to the week. Let me show you some stocks that are starting to make a move here. AEYE, which is a darling of Wall Street, that went from literally under $2 to the mid-20s from May through June in a 1 year period. Started to come down pretty hard in the December-January period, and then you could see the falling channel of late. But look at the last 4 days as the stock punches back up to resistance through the declining tops line. Any further upside, particularly above the $13 range, I think is going to spike this up towards 15.5, 16. That's my next target. AEYE, phenomenal. We've been following this for weeks, and Lord knows why it's not a swing. But with a big run up and a pullback and a breakout, another flag, you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move that basically is either finished or about in a blow-up stage. So I'd be awfully careful up here since it's gone from 4 to 23, today's high, and pulled back. We need to have some consolidation in this zone. AGBA with a breakaway gap, a run up and a wedge, and now another wedge breakout today. Looks like this extends to 5.5, 6 next target. Bcrx came out of the falling wedge or falling channel today, broke through the declining tops line, 3 moving averages, and closed at secondary resistance. If it gets a follow through, I'm looking for 6, 6 3/4, and 7 3/4. BOIL broken out of a multi-week base today and closed above the resistance or right at resistance from the pullback point, and also above the 50. That's a good sign. 17 1/4 and 20 are your next targets. CCJ broke out. This is the leading purveyor of uranium. Today it had a nice pop of 231, 5%, but it looks like it's coming through as key resistance. Keep an eye on this one. Your next targets are 56 and 62. CXAI popped a 2-week consolidation flag coming through a declining tops line. Volume wasn't heavy, but it was 2.3 million, pretty heavy for most stocks. Nevertheless, the way it closed, I'm thinking this might make a run at 5.5. DESP popped through a key resistance zone that it's been in for weeks and spiked up 167 or 13.5%, trading 2 million shares, the biggest in about 6 weeks. I'm looking out for a punch through the channel and acceleration to get this in the mid-teens, maybe high teens. EBS broke out 2 days ago and pulled back yesterday with an inside day. Today it resumed the advance, but it may be forming some sort of wedge. Keep an eye on this one. We're going to move to 5 3/4. FRPT popped to resistance today. Keep an eye on this one too, because a run through here gets you to 21.5 and 25. FRPT broke out, clean breakaway on a good earnings report, and closed with a 10.7% gain on 2.6 million, the biggest volume in 2 months. Now looking for a run to 150. GCT coming out across key resistance today, increasing volume 3.7 million, it gained 325 or about 9%. I'm looking for a quick test of 45 and then run it to the low 50s. Mara woke up and broke through the declining tops line and closed above the 50 and lateral price resistance as well, all in one big day. Your next target is 24.25. MULN popped 2 weeks ago and pulled back, and today had a big reversal day on 27 million shares, up 42%. The targets are 7.5 and 9 going forward. NUGT with gold starting to really get strong, maybe coming out of here. This is something I want you to watch. It's a big 1, 2, 3, 4, and if it comes out of here, 43, 47, and 50, all are possible targets. The real, that's symbols REAL, obviously big pop in March. 6-week consolidation now starting to move again with a target now at 5 3/4. SOUN on big volume of 58 million shares, popped through a base resistance level, and it's testing overhead resistance at the 50. If we can get this up in the next day or two above 5.5, we may start to see 7 and 8. Upland Software had a big day following yesterday's big day, but that yesterday it popped and pulled back. Today it advanced, jumping another 25% on 5.3 million shares. There's a gap resistance at near 4. Gets through that, you may see 5. BST has been phenomenal for a whole year. As a matter of fact, longer than that. And you can see it accelerated today, reaching a new all-time high at 82.51. It was only up $1, but still, I think the stock can accelerate into the high 80s, low 90s. And finally, XBP exploded on 78 million shares today. It jumped 64%. Did back off the highs, and there's some resistance in here. But any extension could get this to 5 and 6. And that's a cool look at some of the hot stocks at detectortrader.com. Good night, everybody.